welcome to a new video. Yes, I will be talking about the things that are being said about Tommy.
Emily.
So I actually already have a couple videos, really exciting videos and happy videos filmed.
Sure, Jan.
That was what was going to be going up next. You're a lie. But since this has happened, I feel compelled.
Power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Like, there are a lot of times where rumors are happening and things are being said where I just keep my mouth shut. Maybe I'll like mention it like on the low, maybe like on Instagram or just in passing. But like this video is like strictly dedicated. I even wrote something because I wanted to be like in a clear mind. And as you guys know, I love to write. I love to journal. How do you claim to read and write as much as you do, but your grammar, vocabulary, and inflection are god awful? I'm able to collect my thoughts so much better in writing versus like speaking out loud. You guys know me. You guys don't know me. If you don't know, I am dumb, like dumb. My brain does not work correctly. Like words do not come out correctly. Mathematical. Talent shows, I'd choreograph them. I would choreograph dances, reminiscing. This is called ramen furry. So I decided to write a disrespectful piece of shit. Like in journal form. I have so many journals. The way that I would write in my journal.
Ridiculous.
And I am going to read it to you guys. So before I read it, I just want to explain like in short form. This is about a reaction channel who was contacted by Tommy's ex-girlfriend's ex-wife. And this woman was immediately put on a pedestal. You're a lie. And everything that she said was believed. People have taken everything that she said as gospel and as truth.
Girl, you know it's true.
Allegedly.
Because a lot of you want someone to hate, and it's easy for you guys to hate Tommy for whatever reason.
I can't imagine her still wanting anything to do with Emily, even after she found, especially after she found out what happened to Colleen. And that's kind of what we all said.
You guys don't know her in person like I do, and I'm telling you, she is lovable and likable, and I am happy and in love with her. And I know a lot of people want to like twist this like really dark narrative, but I'm telling you it's not real.
It's not real.
As for me, which I have done this before, and it's usually only during like super
like anxiety inducing situations for me, and I do it in my real life as well. There are multitude of times in my life where
instead of like speaking to someone, I will write something and then I'll read it off to them. Let's see. Who does everyone believe? It's helpful, it's therapeutic. I learned it years and years ago. Rain and petals eavesdrop. I used the wrong word, but yeah, please hear me. Like, please hear me.
There are jaguars and snakes and quicksand.
I know there's a difference between like listening to someone and that's that, goes in one ear and out the other, and you build your assumptions and you don't really care. But like, I need you guys to hear what I am saying.
Still not listening.
Please. I truly hate that I have to do this. I want my channel to reflect what's real in my life, and
not constantly having to make videos like this. Defending Tommy's character because of a reaction channel who is so hungry for views and money and hot tea that they have created a whole false storyline that has thousands and thousands of people believing it. It's unfair to me, and it's unfair to Tommy. This is not the first time
talks about a domestic violence situation involving Tommy and her ex, fails to include important facts.
Show me.
So it paints a false and harmful narrative. And I want to be very clear. Tommy is the victim here.
Ugh, as if.
Not the one at fault. The details in the video were based on inaccurate and incomplete information from a third party with a clear agenda.
someone who has openly stated that their goal was to get revenge for their own personal reasons, and even admitted that they tried to get revenge from the ex. This kind of victim shaming is not only misleading, it's downright disgusting.
As you can see from the charges listed about Tommy's ex, there was a weapon involved. A weapon. Please just think about that for a minute.
No!
And Tommy has spent years working on healing and working through trauma her ex caused. Wow. A lot of people are saying that Tommy must have provoked her into holding her hostage with a weapon for hours. If that were true, Tommy's ex would not have been convicted. Provoking someone or self-defense, it would not have gotten her ex convicted.
That's not necessarily true. that's not necessarily true.
And I feel compelled to speak out because no one should ever be made to feel like they are the perpetrator when they are the victim.
Domestic violence is a serious issue, and we should be lifting up those who have suffered, not blaming them.
But she grabbed my arm with her nails. I was put on the bed. She wailed on me. Beat me real bad. I remember this clear as day.
Between the table and the bed was her, over me, wailing on me.
I just know I got beat. I've gotten hit before. I went to school with bruises up and down my arms.
Bruises? My friends asked me, what's wrong? What happened to you? Eventually, they figured it out.
Amberlynn's an abuser.
So every time I would come to school, upset, in tears, bruised down my arms, hands, cuts, scars. Amber again? Shrug. Didn't say anything. They figured it out.
I stand by Tommy because I know the full story. And I've known the full story. Like, if you guys knew the full story, you'd be like, oh, wait a minute. But you don't, and you'll never know. These people have decided to leave out, and I quote, I don't want to go into details. That is what this person said. Why? Why? Because it would leave people empathizing with Tommy.
Meanwhile,
Multiple ways to escape a garage. Tommy couldn't. Think about why.
Details. I want to know details.
Instead, this person has exaggerated, lied, left out important information.
And continues to create outrage against Tommy because they want revenge.
Shut
That's the only way
up,
they know how to do it. And I want to
dude.
make
Oh my
something very clear
God.
that the abuse that Tommy endured is real.
And she deserves justice and support, not ridicule. Does not deserve a reaction channel making a spectacle over something that Tommy has spent years trying to heal from. Reaction channels have only gotten worse as the time goes on. I am this harassed.
My channel has been boring. It went through a law, so they've been starving. Because of that, they've lost their minds.
It's not okay. And they're actively painting a narrative about Tommy that isn't real.
Not real.
Bringing in anonymous strangers to the storyline and believing every word that is being said, all while using the word allegedly.
Allegedly.
So YouTube terms of service isn't broken by that.
And so the law doesn't get involved for actual slander and defamation.
If you guys ever wanted to know what slander and defamation looks like, it has been months and months of what Tommy has been experiencing.
It's
since
not
certain
defamation
reaction
if it's
channels found out who
true.
she was. This has altered Tommy's life
Tommy was majorly abused, held hostage for hours in a garage
with a weapon. And I don't feel comfortable saying what the weapon was, but use your brain for this one, please.
And I don't feel comfortable saying what the weapon was.
Details. I want to know details.
meanwhile,
These people have decided to leave out, and I quote, I don't want to go into details.
What are you looking at? You've never seen a hypocrite before?
And her ex went to prison for it and now has a felony, but somehow this reaction channel was able to manipulate their audience.
You're a very manipulative person. I have come to terms that my mental illness does make me manipulate
Their audience into believing that
Amberlynn's
Tommy is
an
the abuser.
abuser.
This is why victims do not share their story. And the sad thing is, Tommy didn't share hers. Someone else did.
Someone like you.
And it wasn't even the right story. And you'll never know. It's unfair, it's twisted, and it's morally wrong. This isn't a game. I literally turn everything into a game. The victim blaming, all because people want drama and someone to hate, is the grossest thing I've ever seen happen on Girl World.
really hyper. Sorry. That fart sounded worried. Probably knows what's coming later.
And thank you, Jordy, for reminding me why I hate this community and why I do not belong here anymore.
Girl, bye.
And people wonder why I don't want to upload.
No, we don't.
People wonder why, where I am.
Girl, we know where you are. Stuck down in the basement.
Why do I seem so sad every time I come on camera? Tied to a place of sadness.
Down in the basement.
This is why.
Oh. I thought it was just mental health. No, just the wintertime saddies.
Because before, it was,
Amberlynn's so fat. She needs to lose weight. Step on the scale. Step on the scale.
But now things are serious. Reaction channels have morphed into something that is despicable.
I need tea! I need views! I need money!
I'm trying to improve my life and myself as a person and work on my BPD. Bull. Reaction channels have gotten worse. They're morphing into monsters. I'm not saying all of them because that's not the case, but there are a few. I should not
be kicked off of a platform that I have been on for 11 years because I'm this harassed. There's a difference between online hate versus straight up harassment that is destroying mine and my girlfriend's mental health.
Every time I express myself, I am met with invalidation, and I am gaslighted into feeling this small. I am gaslighted into believing that I deserve this.
Let's say I do gaslight my audience. Who freaking cares? Who cares?
This is a girl that is hurt. This is a girl that has been beaten and beaten and beaten, and it's like,
It only just keeps getting worse, and I personally don't know how much more I can take. I truly don't. This sort of behavior should not be allowed on YouTube.
and I really hope that one day my voice is heard. If you're currently suffering with domestic violence, there is a national domestic violence hotline that you can call. You are not alone.
And it's like the one incident where I could slightly be an abuser, it didn't even happen.
Definitely has hit her. Definitely. And yeah, she's never slapped her. She's probably punched her. She admitted to Casey that, yes, she has hit Crystal.
And Amberlynn did tell me that she has hit Jade before, and Amberlynn slapped her.
And I really hope that one day my voice is heard.